This was the day when a very terrible natural disaster was about to come. And the target of this disaster was a city where people considered themselves God. This city built on the island, and the civilization of the people present in it was going to be destroyed that day. Not only the buildings present here, but along with all their islands, the entire civilization that lived here had become a target of such devastation in which their name and sign had also been erased. 11,000 years ago, this entire civilization was hit by a dangerous tsunami, and that too within just one night. This is the story of such a civilization of humans that we know today as Atlantis. This shocking story of Atlantis was written by a philosopher from ancient Greece 2,000 years ago, and the name of this philosopher was Plato. Plato wrote about Atlantis that the people here considered themselves God, they had extraordinary powers, and the islands on which these people lived were rich in gold and silver. Plato also wrote in his book that the people of Atlantis were very greedy and misused their powers. This is why they were subjected to such a natural disaster in which their name and sign had been erased from this world. This story of Atlantis, written 2,000 years ago, has become a historical mystery today. Because there used to be many such cities in history that are now submerged in the sea, this is why many people have complete faith that Atlantis is also submerged in the sea. But the question is that if such a big city and the entire civilization disappeared overnight, where did it go? What was the location in the world where the people of Atlantis lived? And what was it that was remembered by these people who lived 6,500 years before the pyramids of Egypt? These are the questions that scientists, archaeologists, and researchers have been trying to find answers to for centuries. But this time, looking at the evidence found in the sea, it would not be wrong to say that after 11,000 years, we have come very close to finding Atlantis' submerged city. Welcome to Decode TV videos again. Everyone is attracted to the mysterious cities submerged in the sea, especially those cities about which there is no information. If anyone comes to the top of these mysterious cities, it is Atlantis. Experts have made many attempts to find Atlantis in the sea. One of these attempts was made near a remote island in Japan known as Yonaguni. The water of the sea here is not only terrible, but often typhoons also come out of this place. In addition, hammerhead sharks have also been seen swimming in the water. Because diving in this dangerous part of the sea is a big challenge for deep-sea divers, this place was hidden from the eyes of experts for a long time. Kihachiro Arataki is the diver who dived in Yonaguni without worrying about his life. This diver said that when I went into the water was crystal clear and I saw a strange structure at the bottom. At first, Arataki thought it was a normal stone mountain, but his suspicion changed when he saw steps like stairs on this mountainous structure. This diver did not understand that if this is a natural stone mountain, then why are there steps in it? But when Arataki went further down to examine this structure, it was very difficult for him to believe what he saw. Yes, this whole structure was as big as 6 football fields, and its height was as high as an 8-story building. There were stairs from the bottom of this strange structure to the top, and every side of this structure was in a surprisingly regular pattern. After seeing all this, one thing was certain, that this mysterious structure made in the deep sea is not natural, but man-made. But what is it really? When experts learned about this mysterious structure, they believed that only by diving we can get more information about this structure. Therefore, it was time to use technology. Experts decided to use modern sonar technology to scan the sea around Yonaguni Island. Sonar is such a device that when put in water, it emits a special sound wave. This sound wave collides with different objects in the sea and is reflected, and only then a receiver captures the reflected sound waves, and then a 3D model of it is made with the help of a computer. The sonar scanning team reached Yonaguni Island and did a complete scan of the bottom of the sea. When the 3D model of the scan was made, the whole truth was revealed. After thousands of years, the layout of this mysterious structure was seen for the first time in this 3D model, and it was very difficult to believe what was being seen. It was a magnificent, extremely beautiful, and magnificent palace-like structure. This amazing discovery had amazed archaeologists, geologists, and scientists around the world. Everyone was on their way to Yonaguni Island to see this structure, including a marine geologist, Professor Masaaki Kimura. When Professor Kimura saw this structure, he believed that there was no doubt that it was a human-made structure, because there were some features in it that proved that when this structure used to come out of the water thousands of years ago, it was in the use of an unknown civilization. There was also a tunnel to go inside this structure, which was probably its main entrance. There was a proper way to go to this entrance and stairs. These stairs were going up to the top of the proper structure, and there were completely flat terraces on top of it. There was also such a thing on the top of these terraces, which suggests that the people living here had quite a modern thinking even thousands of years ago. Yes, there was also a triangle-shaped pool here, where people must have sat on the terrace after taking a bath in the thought of Professor Kimura. These terraces are so big that thousands of people can stand here at the same time. This structure lying near Yonaguni Island in the sea, which had an entrance, a pathway and stairs, and a pool along with the terraces. All these things were indicating to Professor Kimura that this structure used to be the castle of a civilization living here at some time. But to prove this theory, some evidence was also needed to prove that people really lived here at some time. For this underwater structure was once again examined and some samples were also collected. These samples did not find much, but one thing was really strange. A cross-shaped symbol was carved on a stone found here, and 2 holes were also made on this stone. Professor Kimura believes that people must have been holding it with their fingers, and perhaps it must have had a special purpose in that era. It looks like this structure is made of stone blocks, but forensic details revealed that it is not a small stone block, but a very large stone. That is, this large stone has been carved into a design like a castle. The carbon dating of the artifacts found here revealed that these samples are 8,000 to 10,000 years old. That is, 10,000 years ago, this place used to come out of the water, and such a civilization of humans used to live here, which still has no name or sign. But is this structure the 11,000-year-old Atlantis described by Plato? Or is it a city thousands of miles away from here, near an island in Greece, located below the sea? You will see amazing information about this mysterious secret city in the next video of Decode TV. I hope you will like and share this video of Decode TV.